Hello everyone. Previous class we have studied about center of gravity, what is centroid, and one problem related to our center of gravity or centroid. That problem I given the T section, which already I calculated. So the answer I just left. So that answer will be y bar will be our 94.1 mm. Hope all have calculated the same value. It will come 94.1 mm. That is y bar. The distance from the bottom axis, because this bottom axis is our axis of reference. So from this, the y bar distance has been calculated, and that is coming as 94.1 mm. And it is the y coordinate. So what will be our x coordinate? That already told in the previous class. Just half of this distance, because from this side the axis of reference is at the this line. So the distance will be our 50 mm, because total is 100 mm. So half of it, so it is 50 mm. So this is our y coordinate, that is 94.1 mm. This is our x coordinate. So I can denote it x bar. It is 50 mm, it is 94.1 mm. So this is your answer. So I hope you understood this problem. So next, I want to tell you some definite centroidal distance of some geometrical section. So I am doing one table. So here the geometric section. This is the area of that geometric section. So I am writing as capital A, and the third column is suppose our x coordinate. That is centroidal distance in x direction. The last column is y coordinate. So this is the y bar. So the central distance along the y direction. So first our geometrical section I am taking rectangular section. So in the rectangular section, suppose the width of the section is b and the height or depth of that section is h. Okay, so this is our one geometrical figure. So I already told in geometrical figure, center of gravity will not come at that point. You should tell centroid. That is the main difference. Center of gravity means which has some masses, but centroid means in some 2D figure, a geometrical figure, we generally use the term centroid. So suppose our centroid lies at this point. I am denoting as capital G. So this is G point. So now I have to calculate our 2 point, that is x bar and y bar. So before that I am writing this area. So already you know area of one rectangle is just multiplication of both the width and depth. So I am writing BH. Now what will the distance from G point to in x direction and in y direction, that we have to calculate. So here, as it is a rectangular section, so center of gravity will just half of the width in x direction, that is b by 2, and just half of depth, that is h by 2. So here x coordinate will be b by 2, y coordinate will be h by 2. So this is the rectangular section. Next, suppose I am taking one triangle, that is right angle triangle. Suppose the width of that right angle triangle is b and the height of that right angle triangle is h. So already you know the area of triangle is half into base into height. So it will be half b h. The x coordinate and y coordinate we have to calculate. Suppose the center of gravity centroid is at point G. Now we have to calculate this distance and this distance. It is x bar, it is y bar. So in this case, So our y bar will be the distance will be calculated reference to h, x bar will be calculated with reference to our B point. So this distance will be, you have to remember this will be 1/3 of that height. So y bar will be total height is h, so 1/3 means h by 3. Here also same thing, x bar same thing, 1/3 of the total base, that is b, so it will be b by 3. So I can write x bar is b by 3 and y bar is h by 3. Okay, over. Next we'll move to the next section. So next section, suppose I am taking one circle. This one circle. Suppose the G point is here. You have to calculate this x bar distance. This is y bar distance. Okay. Suppose the radius of this circle is r. Small r I am denoting here. So area already you know, circle pi r square or pi d square f4. Now to calculate x coordinate, y coordinate. Already I've written here. This will be radius. This will be also radius. So you can mention the x coordinate is r or d by 2. I am writing both. Suppose the diameter of that section is d. So it will be all pi d square by 4 or d by 2 or d by 2. Next I am moving for fourth section. Suppose one triangle. This is the perpendicular line. Suppose the height is h, the base width is b. Suppose the centroid is at this point. So this will be our area, will be our same formula, half into base into height. The same area as our right angle triangle. So area will not change, the area value will remain same. So now you can tell, suppose the G point is here, so this distance will be our y bar because this is vertical distance, and this distance will be our x bar. So x bar will be, because it is symmetrical section, just half of it, just it will be b by 2. But in case of y coordinate, I already told this will be similar to a right angle triangle, that will be x by 3, same as right angle triangle. Okay, this much is clear. Next two section remaining. One is, it can be semicircle. Okay, suppose the diameter capital D, r radius smaller. Suppose the center of gravity somewhere here. This is our center of gravity. So area will be just half of the circle. The circle area is pi r square. So semicircle will be pi r square by 2. If you want to write in terms of diameter, just put the value of r as d by 2. So it will be d square by 4. If I put r equal to d by 2, then this will be d square 4. So it is coming pi d square by 8. Next, we have to calculate the x coordinate. This will be x coordinate. This is the symmetrical section, so it will be r or d by 2. this will be x bar, and this will be your y bar. So this you have to remember y bar, that will be 4r by 3 pi. This value you have to remember. If you want to write in terms of diameter, then you can write, just put r equal to d by 2 because radius is half of the diameter. So it will be 2 cancel 2d by 3 pi. Next, the last section, it is of lesser use, but still you should know if it is 1/4 circle. So in quarter circle, this will be suppose your radius r, this will be radius r, okay. Suppose the center of gravity is somewhere here, okay. So what will be our area? Just its half, so pi r square by 4, because it is quarter cycle, so total area by 4. Quarter means 1/4. Whatever the area, that should be divided by 4. So it will pi r square 4. If I want to convert into in terms of diameter, then put just r equal to d by 2. So it will be d square 4. So it is coming pi d square by 16. That is our area. Now we have to calculate the x coordinate. So x coordinate will be this, y coordinate will be this. So it will be x bar, it will be y bar. So you can see here, this is similar to this, and this is also similar to this distance. So it will be same as that y coordinate of semicircle. So I can write the same 4r by 3 pi. Here also 4r by 3 pi. So if you want to write the same term in terms of diameter, then it will be 2d by 3 pi. It will be 2d by 3 pi. Just put r equal to d by 2, so 2 to cancel 2d by 3 pi. This much section you have to remember for to calculate your centroidal distance. So this sixth geometrical diagram should be in your mind for the calculation, otherwise you will face problem. So we can move the one more problem for a better understanding. So question number 2, suppose I am taking here one channel section. This is the channel section. Suppose this distance is 150 mm or 150. Suppose take 100 mm. This one. This will be suppose 50 mm. This is suppose 15 mm. So this will also 15 mm. In this case, you have to calculate two distance. One is x bar and another one is y bar. Okay. So the x bar means central distance in x direction. Y bar means central distance in y direction. So this you have to calculate. This is 15 mm. This is 15 mm. So this will be also 15 mm. I mention here. So now you have to calculate your central distance. So before calculating anything, I already told you have to set one axis of reference. Generally we are taking at the last one. In the x direction, this will be last line. So this is our, suppose I will take the axis of reference, and while going to the below, so this line will be our axis of reference. So in this case, after notation of axis of reference, you can calculate our x bar and y bar by using the formula. I already told the formula: a1 y1, a2 y2, a3 y3 by a1 plus a2 plus a3. If it is x bar, then a1 x1, a2 x2, a3 x3 divided by a1 plus a2 plus a3. Why I am writing here 3? Because this area can be divided into 3 parts. Suppose this is a1, this is a2, this is a3. So you have to calculate a1, a2, a3, and according to the x1, x2, x3 and y1, y2, y3. Okay. So this problem I am leaving here, just giving the hint. In the next class, try to solve this one. So in the next class I will solve here. So before that, I want you should try in your home this problem. Next class I will give the answer of this problem. Okay, thank you.